here's Dianne Feinstein. And, the thing is, Scalia was what's called a soft originalist. That means that Clarence Thomas is a hard originalist. That means that he wants the Constitution to be interpreted as the public understood it to mean. He doesn't care if they find under James Madison's bed a note saying, "Oh, what I really meant was this." It's what the people thought it meant when the laws were passed. That's what the laws are supposed to mean. Okay? But Scalia did admit that there were ways in which things could change. So, for instance, if it says no cruel and unusual punishment, and what they mean by that is they can cut your ears off, which they did. They would knock your ears or something like this, or they flog you, or they put you in the pillory. We understand cruel and unusual punishment to be much less than that, right? So Scalia would change. Clarence Thomas, I'm not sure. I don't know. Clarence, like he's a real originalist. So here's Dianne Feinstein saying, absolutely not. To read the Constitution as if it meant what it said is just the height of, tyranny.
He believes judges should look to the original public meaning of the Constitution when they decide what a provision of the Constitution means. This is personal, but I find this originalist judicial philosophy to be really troubling. In essence, it means that judges and courts should evaluate our constitutional rights and privileges as they were understood in 1789. However, to do so would not only ignore the intent of the framers, that the Constitution would be a framework on which to build, but it severely limits the genius of what our Constitution upholds. I firmly believe the American Constitution is a living document intended to evolve as our country evolves. In 1789,
it's a living document. A living document is the same as a blank document. If the words that I write don't have the meaning that we understand them to mean, then they don't have any meaning. They can have any meaning. These people, the Constitution is the only thing that stands between people like Dianne Feinstein. And Dianne Feinstein, she's from California. She tyrannizes Hollywood. When a movie comes out she doesn't like, she threatens an investigation. Remember Zero Dark 30? She didn't like the fact that it kind of said that torture kind of worked on some of these, enhanced interrogation worked on some of these jihadists. So she threatened, just to make sure it didn't win the Oscar, she threatened an investigation of how the information was acquired. And then the minute the Oscars were over, investigation disappeared. She's a tyrant. The only thing that stands between her and you is the Constitution meaning what it means. You want to change the Constitution, change it. But as long as the words are there.